Welcome to NP Certification Q&A, presented by Fitzgerald Health Education Associates. This podcast is for NP students studying to pass their NP certification exam. Getting to the correct test answers means breaking down the exam questions themselves. Expert Fitzgerald faculty clinicians share their knowledge and experience to help you dissect the anatomy of a test question so you can better understand how to arrive at the correct test answer. So, if you're ready, let's jump right in.
When managing the patient with schizophrenia, the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner recognizes that which of the following interventions is most closely associated with good long-term outcomes. A, maintenance of antipsychotic therapy. B, compliance with necessary laboratory follow-up. C, documentation of Ames score with each visit. Or D, implementation of assertive community treatment. So again, you have a question about managing the patient with schizophrenia, and you have four answer choices, all of which are appropriately associated with the management of schizophrenia. So at a glance, it's not as if one is right and the other three are wrong. This is about, as always, reading what the question is asking of you and picking the best answer from among those provided. So, in this question, D is the correct answer. Managing the patient with a diagnosis of schizophrenia, it is complex. And like I said, all the elements of answer choices here are important. Maintenance of antipsychotic therapy, absolutely. Long-term outcomes are associated with maintenance of appropriate therapy. And unfortunately, sometimes this is a challenge. Patients, after they stabilize and after the acute episode is over, if they've been hospitalized and they're stabilized, then they're released. Many times when people start to feel better, they become more aware of the adverse effects associated with their pharmacotherapy, and they don't want to take it. So one of the challenges for us in long-term management is maintaining antipsychotic therapy, being attentive to concerns, complaints about adverse effects. Sometimes we have to make changes in the stabilization phase. So absolutely, maintenance of antipsychotic therapy is important. It might be the best answer depending on what the other answer choices are. So let's take a look. B says compliance with necessary laboratory follow-up. Again, this is an important part of the management of schizophrenia. No disagreement there. Laboratory follow-up, I mean, some medications we have to be careful about levels, and others we have to be careful about its impact on other body function, like hepatic function test or the complete blood count. Depending on which medication the patient is on, there's several different things that we may have to be following up on. And compliance with necessary labs are important. Is it the best answer to this question? Well, let's see. Then we have C, documentation of the Ames score with each visit. Again, documentation of the Ames score in patients who are on antipsychotics is important. And the Ames scale in general is something that you certainly should be familiar with in your clinical practice, and you should be familiar with it for your exam, wink, wink. I mean, I do remember that, knowing what this scale was. And to be honest with you, I can't say that I used it religiously at every visit until after I was studying for my boards and paid a little bit more attention to it. I know that my preceptors didn't necessarily use it all the time, but it's a very quick and easy thing to do, and it's one of those tools that lends some objectivity to your assessment and ensuring that the patient is safe. The Ames scale is the Abnormal Involuntary Movement Scale. It's a 12-item tool that we use to assess for the presence or severity of dyskinesias that could be associated with antipsychotic therapy. It looks for orofacial movements, extremity movements, truncal movements, and 12 items clinician rated. So it's a fairly easy observational tool. And like I said, sometimes it's easy to miss those things if we're not looking necessarily for them. So are they part of long-term follow-up? Yes. Then we have D, implementation of assertive community treatment. And again, I'll tell you that in my clinicals, I didn't see a lot of integration with assertive community treatment. And in studying for my boards, I learned a lot more about it. Assertive community treatment, and it is something that you should be familiar with by name for your boards, ACT, assertive community treatment. It is a multimodal long-term care modality. ACT is a program, it's a team-based approach, helps people with more severe mental illnesses to integrate into the community and really achieve their highest level of function. Now, different communities, different counties or towns may have a slightly different name, but assertive community treatment really is this well-rounded, multimodal community approach. It includes utilization of outpatient community-based mental health services, so still emphasizes the need for maintaining pharmacotherapy, for maintaining interaction with the prescriber, for those laboratory follow-ups. I mean, this is part of really encouraging the patient to utilize community-based outpatient mental health services instead of waiting for a crisis and winding up with hospitalization and crisis intervention. It's about long-term maintenance, but also, aside from the pharmacotherapy piece, assertive community treatment offers support with life skills, problem-solving skills, just an overall well-rounded approach to community integration. And that really is the challenge for the long-term management of the patient. Remember, management of schizophrenia has several phases or several stages. Very often, it's acute psychosis that brings the patient to the attention of the healthcare system. And very often, they are hospitalized briefly. And the initial goal is just to control the psychosis and stabilize the patient. But then, as the patient moves through stability and starts preparing for outpatient life to be discharged from the facility and integrating with the community, long-term integration, that's really what long-term outcomes are about. It's not just about taking medications and not having acute psychoses anymore, but also managing that community integration. Remember, the negative symptoms of schizophrenia are those that have the greatest impact for poor outcomes. And those are the things that impact the ability to problem solve and just maintain those higher level activities of daily living, like paying bills and getting to work and that kind of stuff. And that's where ACT comes in. And so, the best answer to this question about good long-term outcomes is D, implementation of assertive community treatment.
Thank you for listening to NP Certification Q&A, presented by Fitzgerald Health Education Associates. Please rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. And for more NP resources, visit FHEA.com.